Why is artificial intelligence such a big deal? Knowing what AI is good at helps you understand what makes it so powerful. This software has the ability to find correlations and anomalies, learn from experience, and respond to the world around it. But first, artificial intelligence gets this ability from sifting through a massive amount of data. It's called big data because it's more data than the human mind can comprehend. Machine learning is so powerful because it's so good at dimensionality and cardinality. So we start there. Dimensionality is how many things you know about an object. Cardinality is how many options there are for any one dimension. You might think that having 1 million records in a database is a lot. Sure, but it isn't big data until you know a lot of things about each one. So, records in a database. Let's say that this database is your vinyl record collection. Okay, each record is one row in the database. If all you know is the title, the artist, and the date it was released, that's not really big data. But let's say you know where it was recorded, all the musicians in the band, which instruments they used, who influenced the artist, which artists were influenced, other songs by this artist, who owns the rights, and a lot more dimensions. So AI is good when you have a lot of information about the records in your database, lots of dimensions. Let's say one of those dimensions is whether the artist is living. There are only 2 possibilities, dead or alive. So we say that it has very low cardinality. But another thing you know, and don't ask me how, is the artist's phone number. That is one of about 8 billion numbers in the world. That's very high cardinality. So if you have lots of objects in your database and lots of attributes or dimensions about each one, and each attribute could be one of 1 billion values, now we're talking big data. But big data alone is not machine learning. The sifting is what makes machine learning so valuable. If you wanted to find patterns in your record collection data without coming up with a specific question, you could ask an infinite number of humans to look at the data and cross-reference it 6 ways to Sunday for months, and they might come up with something interesting. But more likely, it's just going to be a mess. Humans, our mind kind of melts when trying to grasp relationships between all of those thousands or millions of bits of information. Quickly finding actual correlations and anomalies amidst big data is impossible for humans. But computers are really good at it. Computers have found mathematical proofs so long that humans would never have been able to find them. AI can detect a correlation between zip code and health record that reveal hazardous living conditions. AI can control a thermostat to keep your home at a constant temperature because it can predict how warm your home will become during the day and how cool it comes off at night. It adjusts the heating or air conditioning accordingly and then checks to see if it was right, adjusting the timing of its actions the next day and the next day over seasons. AI can tell that your city traffic or air traffic or network traffic has a big spike or a big plunge and alert you, and then predict when it might happen again, and either suggest ways to mitigate the problem or be proactive to halt the problem from happening in the first place. Keep dimensionality and cardinality in mind when you talk about artificial intelligence, and you'll be better equipped to come up with problems that computers can solve, and likely problems we haven't tried to solve before.